Assalamualaikum viewers, my name is EducationWali and I'm a Malaysia student at Trans School, Islamabad campus. So viewers, this is my interview of the Tony Wolves. So let's start. Hi, how are you?
I am great. Thank you for asking.
Okay, and thank you for joining for my link. And please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm the author of the Intention Game book, which I wrote basically for people who wants to create a life that they don't want to get ever vacation from, so that they can live a constantly happy life, not forever after, but right at this moment. And also that philosophy because I myself search for happiness and good lifestyle. So I made it for myself, and now I'm, of course, expanding to it for everyone to use because it's just information and knowledge that anyone, even you, can use right at the moment and don't have to get any external things because you have all that it takes to live a really good life in your body and in your mind.
Okay, you very nice introduce yourself. And my first question for you that now, what make you different from another people in your field?
I don't know actually what makes me any different because I think I'm such an extraordinary person as anyone is. Like we all go through, of course, we can say that we have different lives and we have different experiences. But when we look at those experiences, the emotions inside the experiences, I have struggled, I have cried, I have frustrated, I have failed, but also I have felt happiness, I have felt enjoyment, I have laughed. And then when I came to this point at my life, I realized that we can actually choose what kind of life we want to live. And the things that I have went through, I think every human in some way goes through. And if we compare, like if we want to make differences in our lives, and if we compare my life, I actually, even though someone could say I had a difficult life and someone could say I had an easy life, so it's also depends on who is the person that is looking at my life at the moment, because it's all about perspective. Your life right now, for some people or some person, it can be a difficult life for someone, but for someone it can be a blessed life. Like, wow, you get to school, you get to talk with different kind of people, and you get to play and be a child. I don't know how is your life right now, but someone, it's for someone it's a privilege to be in your position, and for someone it can be uh, not so good thing because we all have different life situations, but ultimately it just depends how you look at things. So when you learn to look at life like it's a blessing and it's a given to you to experience, and when you start to realize that everyone just wants to be happy, like I wanted to be happy, and I thought about myself like, oh my God, if this is the only life, I don't know if this is the only life. It may be that I get more and more lives after this life, but at least right now I know that this life is real in some way. In my experience, I feel this life, so I want to make this the best life I can right now. I don't want to wait until something happens. And this became my main purpose in life. Like, just live life happily and enjoy every moment of life. And I don't know if this is any kind of different story about from any other person, because if I ask some person, do you want to be happy or do you want to feel something bad emotions in your life, they always choose happiness. They always want good feelings, of course. So uh, this is why I don't want to make myself so special. I want to make it like I'm extraordinary. I'm like you. I want just to be happy. I want just to enjoy this beautiful life. And if someone feels that she doesn't feel so happy about her life, I can give you the tools and information that you can build your life like that. You can enjoy your life more.
Okay, you very long and beautiful answer. Okay, my next question for you that what is one thing you are most proud of?
Most proud of I'm most proud of how beautiful this life actually is when you realize it. When I realized in many different ways, and I just saw that if I only be here doing nothing, and I just feel happiness, not needing anything, surroundings, and if I can create this happiness within inside of me, I think this is the most miraculous things that any people, any human can do to themselves. Like if you simply doesn't need anything else but your body and your mind to feel complete blissfulness and happiness, then everything else is just extra for you. You get to play with friends, you get to play with adults, anyone. This is your playground. Go for it. Have fun so much.
Okay, very nice answer. Okay, my next question for you that who had the biggest on your hill growing up?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't hear it right.
Okay, no problem. My question is who had the biggest on your hill growing up?
Who had the biggest? Uh, what was the question? Who had the biggest impact in my life when I was growing up, or what was the question?
Okay, this question is skip now. Okay, my next question for you that.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. My next question for you that what was your first major observation?
Now you are getting me in this difficult situation. What was my first what?
Okay, this question also skip. Okay, my next
Okay.
question. No problem. No problem. My next question for you that what has been your biggest achievement so far?
Oh, biggest achievement. I think only the simplest thing. My biggest achievement is not that I am author of the Intention Game book, which is one of my well-known books, but and also I have this Life Oracle app that I had just recently created and released to the public. But that's actually those are just things. But the most biggest or the biggest achievement in my life was when I realized that I can just be happy no matter where I am, no matter what I do, and I can create happiness to my surroundings. So that is actually my biggest achievement. Learning how the mind works, learning how this body works. Nothing else you need. That's all.
Okay, you guys answered. And my next question for you that what was the biggest challenge at the beginning of your career?
Okay, now you have to repeat it again. I didn't remember. English is not my first language like yours, so we have to talk slowly.
Okay. And next question for you that which achievement mean the most to you personally?
Which achievement, and then what was the rest of the question? Which achievement? Can you please repeat the rest? Yeah,
My repeat question?
yeah,
And
the
repeat
latest.
question?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. What was the question? Yeah,
What was the biggest challenge at the of your career?
the biggest challenge you asked. Oh, what was the biggest challenge? I think, oh, this is a good one because when I first started to like think about my life, like I would want to live good life. I would want to live a life where I don't need a vacation from, which means that I want to live a life. I want to create a life that is 24/7 vacation. Like you feel, oh my God, now if you see my yard, there is a pool and there is also a slide to the pool. This was like for me it was like, oh my God, if I can get this kind of house and just play with the pool and just have fun with the house. I have different playrooms here, and this is because I wanted to feel like I'm on vacation. It wasn't always like this, so I started this journey with this mind, uh, becoming totally free of everything that I thought was locking me inside. So my first thought was like, huh, if I become a millionaire, then everything, every problem of my mind solves. But uh, as I was a young fool back then, when I started to think about like money is the resolution of all my problems, but it's not. Let me tell you this: don't try to just get money for the sake of money, because then it takes you another way. Because the first thing what I realized when I tried to achieve only money and acquire everything my actions for because of money, I want a lot of money for myself, so I started to do these different kind of businesses, and I built this business and that business, coaching business, massage business. I have had software business, I have had drop shipping business, e-commerce business, you name it. And all of them was built because I wanted money fast. But then I failed business after business after business, and it made me more miserable than I was. And even though I would get a lot of money, I still didn't feel like I was on vacation, because now I was building myself as a cage, doing something that I don't actually love doing, but just doing it because of money. So I had to reverse engineer and look back at my life like, okay, now, Tony, we don't do anything for the money. We have to do something that we love to do, and money follows. This is the greatest challenge that I had to realize. Like, please do not chase after money. Chase after your passion. Chase after something you love to do, and let your life build on top of that, because then you start to live your life like you want, not because of money or not because of someone else says this is a good life. Just make yourself a pleasant human being and do the things that you love to do. Don't care about what anyone else is saying. Just do as long as you love doing them. Just continue, and the life will get unraveled for you, and the money will follow.
You very long answers and beautiful answers. And my next question for you that What keep you motivate when things go wrong?
I think when you realize that life doesn't have to happen as you want, like I have made so many plans, and I'm not against doing plans or anything like that, but I have seen this so many times that even though you make plans, I haven't heard that never successful people, when they make a plan, they don't plan in the plan, they don't put any failures in it, like this point of the plan I'm going to fail now, this doesn't work out and this doesn't work out. We always plan for the perfect plan, like I do this and this is the result. But if you look anyone in this history, if you look at like this, they made a plan, but inside the plan they failed so many times. Even Thomas Edison, who invented a light bulb, when he was asked, like, uh, how did you feel? The journalist asked him, how did you felt when you failed over 9,999 times? And he said, like, oh, it just took me this long to succeed. So he didn't pursue them as failures. He was just thinking, no, no, it was just test after test until I succeed. And this thinking of life, everyone should take, like, there are no failures. It's just part of the journey. You just go, and then you ultimately succeed.
Okay, nice answer. My next question for you that do you believe success comes from talent or hard work?
Neither. And none of those. Let's say that my beliefs are maybe a little bit different because now I understand how much beliefs are running our everyday life. Like if we understand what is a belief, it's a kind of a program that runs behind the scenes, runs your life. And when you understand how to change beliefs, because even those beliefs that you said, hard work equals so-called success, is a belief in itself. Like someone has showed you or told you, or you have experienced that when you do a lot of things and you keep doing, then you succeed. And there is nothing wrong about that belief. It works, but it can also work against a person who is, let's say, who is tired all the time, and he still thinks, or still thinks that she needs to work hard to get the result. But if she needs rest, not hard work, she can actually break her uh, energy and her body not to sustain the long-term hard working, which I see so many people do. They work hard, but they don't get the result. They actually get opposite result, which is not having the energy to go anymore, or breaking their mentality or something like that. So hard work doesn't necessarily equal success. And the other thing as well, talent. There are so many talented people who hasn't been successful in this life. I know so many talented people, let's say, how who has a very good voice and knows how to sing and write his own songs and create these beautiful things, but because not of lack of the talent, but lack of something else in his beliefs, he never can put his words out there, or he never can sing in public. There was some other fears and identity levels that needs to make adjustments if a person wants to succeed. So my take on this, your life is how you believe it to be. If you believe hard work equals success, then it is so. If you believe easy work equals success, then it is so. If you believe talent equals success, then it is so. And if you believe that uh, your definition of that success, it can be like, I just want to be happy and I just want to enjoy my life and spread happiness all around, and that can equal success. So it depends who, from who you ask, and it depends who is thinking. So everything equals success if a person believes so it to be. So this is my answer to that. And we have to define what actually means success. So this question in itself needs to be broken down and understood completely so the person can have her success on her own way.
Thank you very long answers, and I'm proud of you. Okay, my next question for you that what role has discipline played in your success?
In my success, what was the question? What has been?
Okay, no problem. I'm repeated. What role has a discipline played played in your success?
uh, Discipline. Uh, Again, I don't believe in discipline. I believe that if you have to discipline yourself, if you really have to make yourself do the things that you are doing, then I think you haven't realized yet who you are really, because motivation, discipline, and all that comes to a part when a person doesn't know who he really is. When he really knows that he can actually create the life she wants. You can create the life you want in the terms you want. When you realize this, you don't need any discipline, you don't need any motivation, because you only know what kind of life you want to live completely and having fun every day. So if I ask you, uh, what is what do you like to do? What makes you laugh and what makes you become fun and happy?
Okay, nice answer. My next question for you that how
Oh, wait,
important
wait,
is
wait, wait, wait,
confidence?
wait. I asked
Okay.
you, what makes you laugh and what makes, what do you think is fun in life, in your life? You can play with your friends forever if you take life like this. Like you can think that whenever you grow up, you don't need to have, you don't have to give up any fun, any playfulness, anything. Because I once thought that growing up means that I need to be sorrow, or I need to be sad, or I need to be worrying about money or my children or any situation like that, but it's not true. You can have so much fun all your life, and this is when you keep just the happiness and fun with you, everyone around you starts to play more and more. So uh, that was my question for you, and luckily you said that you just want to have fun and play, because that's the source of your success. Just keep playing as long.
Okay, my question. Okay, Tony. My next question for you that how important is confidence in achieving a goal?
Really important, really important. I think if you understand a different kind of energies, which is emotions, emotion, energy in motion, we kind of feel these kind of different feelings, and it affects our surroundings. Even easy example is, if I'm a sad person and not a sad person, but if I feel sadness inside of my body because I cannot be person who is sad. I can only feel these things through my body. So if I feel sadness to my in my body, or and I'm thinking about sad things which makes the sad feeling, and if I talk to anyone or be at the same room to anyone, they can feel that everything is not okay with me at that moment. So, but if I feel confident, suddenly the energy changes. And if I feel happy, and if I feel any kind of good emotions, especially confidence, when I confidently talk to people, they accept more what I say because it's just energies that we are representing. So confidence plays a huge part in success. And how does a person get confident? That would be a good question because if confidence plays such a huge part, so here is a little hack for confidence, if you want to say so. So, if you want to be a confident person, first assume that you don't know anything. Just be like in a state that I do not know. I do not know every answer. I do not know how this is going to play out. All I know that we can change how we behave, how we think, how we do things, and just make a decision and let's see how it plays out. But we can always change the direction. So when you start to learn from your failures and don't take failure as a bad thing, but take failure as a learning experiment, like anyone who has born in this world as a human being, I haven't seen anyone born and straightly start walking as a baby. No, first they crawl and first they learn to walk. So, but if a baby thinks, if I was a baby and I started walking and I fell down first try, and I started to think like, oh my God, I never walk again, and I start only crawling and never try even walking, that wouldn't be successful life. And never that happens because even baby understand that failure is just part of the process. And ultimately everyone learns to walk. So this is how you learn to be confident. Just fail enough of times, just fall down, just have fun, and just brush your shoulders if something so-called bad happens, because you know that life always shines at ultimately, and the sun is always there, even if the clouds are blocking the sun, it's behind the clouds. So you know life always has its ways, and confidence becomes more you live in this life.
Okay, okay, Tony. My next question for you, that is nice answer. What do you enjoy most about meeting people from different countries?
Oh, such a good question. Meeting people in other countries, other cultures, and even in the inside the same culture, but meeting different people is a blessing for every one of us because it opens your mind, it opens your world, your reality. Because when if someone is raised by closed community and never meets outside of people outside of the community, she thinks that the reality is her community and there is nothing else than the community. So she believes that the life only possibilities in that inside of that community is the only possibilities that she experiences. But when she meets outside of the community, people from outside, and starts to talk with them and starts to live like them, starts to experience, this is why we love travel a lot. Traveling, we travel. Now we are in Thailand. I'm originally in Finland, so it's quite opposite way of the world. So, and we lived in Spain and been around the Europe, and we are still traveling around now in the Asia. So uh, it's such a huge blessing when you meet other people because they are expanding your mind to see possibilities everywhere you go and learn different things about this reality, what you can do. So it's a blessing. Every time you meet another person, you can think of that as a blessing.
Okay, okay, you nice answer. And Tony, my interview time is the and now, please last advice for my viewers. Last advice for my viewers.
Last advice. I got it. Okay. Be happy, stay happy, enjoy your life the fullest you can, and just have fun. Don't take this life so seriously. Just play more. I think this life, this world needs more like you. People who have fun in this life, not taking it so seriously. Don't worry if I ask you some questions. Just brush them off. Ah, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I can't answer you. Just say, but I know something. I know that I'm going to have fun today. I'm going to see my friends. And still, I made this interview. You made this happen. You are so amazing person. Thank you so much.
Okay, Tony, sirs, this is my interview of the Tony. I hope you liked my interview. Al Hafiz, Pakistan, Zindabad, Hans School, Zindabad, Al Hafiz.
Okay.